Hi, Jim and Jody, Patrick from the Real Estate Agency. Thanks for having me up today. Obviously, the purpose of coming out today is actually to do market appraisal on your place. Obviously, it's good to get a visual inspection of the property so I can really understand the condition of the property and we can really give it a really good price point. So the purpose of coming in today, as I said, we're going to do that visual inspection. We'll go through the house. I'm going to go through all the bedrooms, find out, basically what the fixtures, fittings are, what's staying, what's going, what your upgrades are, what you're planning to do with the property in relation to getting it ready for market. And then we'll sit down and we'll go through the CMAs and all that sort of stuff. So again, if you don't mind, we'll just get into it today. So straight away, I can see you've got a brick veneer home, which is really popular. Obviously, people love brick veneer. Obviously, low maintenance, don't have to do anything with it. Just a general, maintenance throughout the year. Just looking around the property, I can see you've got a brand new deck there. This looks very different from the Google Street View image. So you've obviously had this done at some stage. So we've got the brand new deck. I can see the driveway is different. You've got a full concrete driveway as opposed to the previous paved one. And I definitely see your steps have improved as well. So are you doing anything with the steps here? You're going to tile those or anything? You're going to tile them? Okay, perfect. So all that's going to be done before we actually go to the market. All right, would you mind if I come through? Awesome. Beautiful 1200mm wide entry there. Really awesome. I can see you've got the glass window there. So, looking across from the park, you can see that the view straight through the park. So this is gorgeous and a lot of people love that. High ceilings in the entry room. So you've got a nice wide entry as well. High ceilings, perfect. Going through, we can see you've got a couple of living areas for this one. You've got the front living area, which is really good. So obviously big window looking out on that park as well. So I can see this would be an awesome mum and dad area, I presume. Yes, I thought it's a nice and private area. Do you mind if you go through the house? Awesome. Yeah. Coming through, really nice wide wardrobe, hallway here. You've got your wardrobe there as well. LED downlights. Are the kids in the bedroom? All right, we won't disturb the kids today. Master bedroom, do you mind if I just go through? Got your ensuite, which is beautiful. Ceiling fans, ducted aircon, good size wardrobe there. I can see the ducted air conditioning as well. Ducted air conditioning unit, so that's heating and cooling, I presume. Yep, heating and cooling. So notice you've got a big mirror here. Is that staying or going? Would that be part of the fixtures or fitting? That's going. All right, awesome. We'll make sure that's going. Lovely bathroom. I can see you've started doing some renovations here. That's one thing I'll note. I can see you've sort of started painting, so you're obviously planning to do a fresh paint, new blinds. Are you going to do anything with the flooring? You're changing the flooring as well? Oh, so you're going to spend quite a bit of money before you go to the market? Yep. Awesome. Laundry looks, well, you've obviously done up the laundry, which is beautiful. All right, getting into the open plan living dining area now. Really spacious living area. Obviously, that works well with the front room, so you've got that separate living areas as well. Kids are down here, mum and dad are up there. Beautiful gas fireplace. I can see that's been recently installed, has it? Awesome. And you just got to tile that now. Perfect. Blinds, great. Double doors to get outside. Beautiful alfresco area. You actually spent a lot of money here, which is awesome. Let's just get in the kitchen. Kitchen looks great. Really good sized kitchen as well. You've got your 900mm gas, 900mm ovens as well. Beautiful breakfast servery out in the fresco. That's perfect. I can see you've got the dishwasher. I presume the dishwasher will be staying as part of the contract. Excellent, normally does. All right, well, let's sit down and we'll go through a few things as we go down. All right, I just want to run through a few things here. Obviously, when we're talking about fixtures and fittings, we've already gone through the house to discuss what's potentially and what's staying. Obviously, when you look at dishwashers, they generally say that mirrors, so you've got two big mirrors here. Did you want to keep those or take those with you? I kind of feel it might be actually good to keep those here because it's actually really adding a lot of space in here as well with the big mirrors reflecting on that. Adds quite a bit of light. So I actually think that'd be a really good fixture to keep here with the property. So I'll note that down as potentially staying as well. But obviously dishwasher, the other mirrors were going. We've got the beautiful light fittings here. I presume all the fans, the ceiling fans will be staying, so they'll be part of the fixtures as well. Well, look, I want to just talk probably more about the configuration and the house size. Obviously, you've got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1-car garage on a 320 square metre lot. Look, it's actually a beautiful layout. You've got the high ceilings, which really adds to that space as well. What colour are you doing the walls? White. Perfect. Well, that's just going to make it really spacious as well. Obviously, the lighter you go, the more it really opens up. So that with the high ceilings, really going to make it a big difference. So I think once you actually do the finish the renovation, so finish the painting, new tiling, flooring, and whatever else you're going to do, obviously tile the gas fireplace, the front steps as well. That's going to really make a big difference to the property. So if I'm looking at the target audience for this particular property, I definitely feel it's going to be first home buyers, maybe small families. Obviously, you've got the two girls now, they're sort of getting into teenage years, hence why you're upgrading. So it's probably not suitable for a large family, but definitely a small family starting out, or potentially downsizers. I do know this street really well, and I do know a lot of these homes have sold to downsizers. So I think that would be the best market we can target, because they've obviously sold a bigger home, they've got probably more money in their back pocket, and they're probably going to pay more for a nicer property. Given the fact that you've got the lake and the park across the road, that's going to be gold when you're selling. So I think, first home buyers, yes, but I think I'd really like to target those downsizers, because they will have a little bit more money as well. So I think the floor plan is going to really work for those guys. So looking at the condition, obviously we've gone through the condition of the property. We know we're currently painting, we're upgrading. So I think once you actually get that done, it's going to present really well. And what I think would probably actually benefit from you guys as well is actually if we just stage the property. If we high furniture, get it looking like a real showroom here, and get those emotional connections with people drawn into the property, I think that could go a long way as well. Looking at the location, obviously, Camden Park's a beautiful spot. It is more of a prestigious area, estate in the area as well. So obviously people are really targeting this area. There's not a lot for the market. So, and I know anything that faces the lake, not much comes up for sale. So I know the location is going to be perfect. Obviously, we've gone through the heating and cooling as well. So obviously you've got the ducted air conditioning, that's heating and that's cooling, which is awesome. You've got the gas fireplace out here, which will be perfect for winter as well. So obviously that's really good. Now looking at energy efficiency, do you have solar panels? I didn't notice any, so you've got no solar panels, that's okay. So currently we've just got the LED lights and the ceiling fans. Obviously they do help to reduce those energy bills, obviously in summertime as well, so that's really good. You've got really good natural light, so you probably actually don't need these on most of the times, which is really good as well. So in relation to safety hazards, obviously when we're doing the open home, we just want to make sure that there's no trip hazards for when we're doing that. Obviously, we've got Occupational Health and Safety Act that we need to follow. So like any toys, obviously the kids are probably older, they don't have toys tripping around, but it's not uncommon for things, spills or whatever. So we just want to make sure there's no trip hazards like front, in-house or out the back. I'll do a walkthrough before we do that open home anyway, just to make sure there's nothing that we're going to sort of trip over as well. Now, obviously, for the material facts, we do need to adhere to legislation in relation to that. So we're looking at unimproved structures, unimproved renovations, smoke alarms need to be applied as well, and also your electrical safety switches need to be applied as well. So that's just part of the new legislation that's coming. So we do need to adhere to those and make sure they're all compliant as well. Moving forward, look, I think the neighbours on either side are awesome. I actually know the ones next door as well, so they're lovely older couple, but I do know this street fairly well. I do know this is mostly owner occupied. I think there's one or two rental properties in the street, but most are owner occupied. So again, we're just sort of targeting that, probably downsizers that's really going to benefit from that owner occupied area as well. So I think the neighbourhood itself speaks for itself. Again, I'll cap off into the location. Location's gorgeous as well. So I think there's definitely a lot going for your property. I think once we get it up to scratch, it'll be a really lovely property for anyone wanting to move in. So if you don't mind, I'd like to get into the CMA now and we'll go from there. Okay?